Hello friends, this is Thaddeus from Going Nerdy, and if you have been on the forums, Facebook, Twitter, Reddit, anywhere, the world is abuzz with two things. One, this picture and what it could mean and what it could implicate, and also CG Carey's response to this speculation. Now, I want to go over the response first because I do think it leads in to what we will be talking about with the picture. Now, I want to start off with this post. We saw this from CG Carey a couple of weeks ago. It was based on, right now, looking at the post that I'm seeing 16 days ago. So 2 weeks ago, a little over 2 weeks ago. And she's going off on why they did what they did and their thought process behind the marquee events. They wanted to give us a ton of characters, front-loading the characters that we would eventually be needing in, the last end of the year, right? And people were really upset about it. And what she said in this post was, look, we didn't realize that you guys, we didn't think about and I'm obviously paraphrasing, we didn't think about, the fact that you guys would get burned out on so many marquee events. But what's interesting, she gives us a lot of other things too. She tells us that the start of their fiscal year was April 1st. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean a lot to a lot of players or a lot of people. That does technically mean we are still in Q2 of the Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes universe. So, what does that mean for players? We've taken this information and we have speculated, we've run with it and said, hey, no more marquees, yay! But if we're still in Q2, we could quite possibly expect another handful of marquee events to show up. These events would probably tie into the events that we've seen in the past. That means we could still see solo characters. We still could see KOTOR characters. We still could see a number of other stuff if we're still going to be getting marquee events. Now, what's interesting is they showed us this picture, this really cool picture, and they gave us a date. And the response has been pretty funny because a lot of people have taken this picture, they've tried to clean it up. I suck at Photoshop and I'm very, very bad at it, but I tried to clean it up myself and I didn't do very well. So I won't even show you my picture, but a lot of other people have tried to depixelate it and change things. And there's a lot of possibilities here with this picture, what this could indicate. A lot of people are saying Django, a lot of people are saying Revan, and I don't necessarily think that it's either of those. Now, what's interesting about this is because we have been thinking so much that, hey, marquee events are done, they're gonna wait for a little bit before they bring any marquee events back. CG Carey points this out. She says, just one thing I want to clarify, there's a bunch of pixels and a date. No mention of legendary or not, so it still could be a legendary event. The reason I mention this is because while we are all aware of the concerns around too many marquee events, given how long we plan stuff in advance, it doesn't mean we can immediately start releasing non-marquees. So I'm certain some people will expect certain things to be legendary that may not be. All I'm saying is we are hoping to create some payoff for the long marquee grind soon-ish, but not like very, very, very soon, if you get my drift. So what does that mean? It means we're still getting marquees. It's likely that we're getting marquees. I looked back at a year ago. A year ago in August, we got our first Flash event, which was the event surrounding Farm Boy Luke, which allowed you to get, Farm Boy Luke character shards, which then allowed you to unlock CLS. If that's the case, if we see something like that, then it's possible that we could again see a marquee event that allows us to farm new characters or characters that we will eventually need. I liked the Flash events. A lot of people didn't. I thought they were fun. They were challenging enough. They ran periodically throughout the month. I don't think that we'll see a resurgence, a return of the Flash events. I think if memory serves me correctly, the Flash events actually became assault battles. But I do think that it's possible that we could see more marquee events for the rest of the month of September. Now, if that's the case, we'll probably see 2 marquee events for the rest of the month of September. Probably one in the next two weeks, and then one towards the end of September leading up to whatever, right? Now, this doesn't completely eliminate other events. We could see territory battles being introduced. We could, like a new territory map being introduced. Although I don't necessarily think that's the case. It would be cool. This, to me, looks like they're introducing a specific character. Now, again, a lot of people are saying Revan. A lot of people are saying Django. I honestly don't think that it's either. I think that we're going to see a character from KOTOR. I don't think they're done giving us KOTOR characters. Now, when I first look at this video, or when I first look at this picture, I see a number of random things. Obviously, I see a humanoid person, a face, a body up here in the top. That's obviously a head. I see gray hair. Am I wrong? I don't know. That's clearly an elbow. Obviously head. Here in the background, I don't know what we see. I don't think this little reddish mark is a lightsaber like a lot of people are indicating. I think that it could be a fire. I think that it could be a sun. I think that it could be any number of other things than just simply a lightsaber or a blaster bolt. A lot of people are like, oh yeah, it's clearly that. I don't know if it's clearly anything. I think this specifically could be, a red herring. I think it could be something that is trying to throw us off the trail. I think here in the background is smoke or some kind of destruction. Obviously, the landscape around here, I think that's what we're looking at, is a character in the foreground, a character in the background, or landscape in the background. And I think this is a very specific character that a lot of us know. Now I found a clearer picture of this character. Now, obviously, this is someone who has much stronger Photoshop skills than I do, but it does still look humanoid. It does look like here in the front ground, this looks like an arm with an elbow. Obviously, we have another elbow sticking out. That elbow's at like 90 degrees, another face. Obviously, I'm still thinking that this is a gray-haired man with quite possibly a cigar in his mouth. And I don't know. I think this picture to me makes it clear that this is not a blaster. This is not a lightsaber. I could be dead wrong, but I don't believe that I am. It also looks like he's got some kind of bandolier or some kind of suspenders. I'm not 100%, but this is what I'm seeing, guys. In my mind, this is a picture of Canderous Ordo. When I first saw this picture, my first thought was, cool, they're going to introduce Cable from the X-Men into this game. That led me down a path, obviously a dark path that no one should go to, except Deadpool 2, which was a phenomenal movie. A lot of fun. It wasn't as good as the first, but still really good. This made me think it looks like Cable. Then I was like, well, if it's Cable, who would Cable be in the Star Wars universe? Then I started thinking Canderous Ordo. We have been getting a lot of KOTOR characters lately. We are still in Q2 for them. Q2 will run through September for Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. But it's possible that this could be Canderous Ordo. Now, Canderous, to me, always looks like Ron Perlman. I don't know. What do you guys think? I see Canderous and Ron Perlman as the same person. I do believe that Canderous and Ron Perlman are one and the same. I think it's very, very possible. Now, if this is a marquee event, this could be leading to something else. There's a lot of character speculation about it. I personally think it would be cool if we did get another marquee event that would give us more KOTOR characters. I'm not done with the faction. We still don't have, obviously, Canderous. We don't have Carth Onasi. Both of those were really big players in the game. Canderous was in both versions of KOTOR, KOTOR 1 and KOTOR 2. I think that this could be him. What do you guys think it is? Now, if it's another marquee event, are we going to riot? Personally, I'm not. I don't mind the marquees as much as everyone else does. I know mine is a dissenting voice. I think they're fun. I think they're free tunes. I'm a collector, so any new character for me is going to be a fun addition to the game. I'm not going to worry about gearing up whoever this is. I'm not going to worry about farming whoever this is. I will get the character to 3 stars and move on. Now, if it is Carth, we could potentially get a ship with this, that would be sweet. Leave a comment in the section below, guys. Let me know what you think. Who do you think this is? What do you think about this major caveat that CG Carry's given us, that it might not be the legendary that we're hoping for? Am I right about my predictions? Time will tell. Leave a comment in the section below. Like, subscribe, share. Be sure to check out the links in the section below. This has been Thaddeus from Going Nerdy, and as always, my friends, stay nerdy.